Let's talk about the loop variable. So the loop variable is that variable that we use in the loop to help us do the iteration. So we had the syntax for the loop, for the for loop being for I in range of maybe the number of times we want to repeat that particular thing. So in range of 10. So I here is our loop variable. So the I takes the values that the range gives. So it takes the values that are being assigned to I are between 0 and 9 for this particular statement. So if we want to see that, we can just print the value of I to see. We can say print I to be able to see the values that I takes. So you can see it starts from 0 to 9. So those are the values that the I takes. So I is our loop variable, and it takes the values that are being specified in the range, which is basically one value less than the number that you've seen, starting from 0 to one value less than the number that you had specified. So that is for which values that the range takes. So because I takes those particular value, we can use it to be able to track what values or what number of iteration we are in. For instance, the example we had in our previous video where we are printing welcome message 5 times, so you can be able to see which particular number of execution you are in. So you can say for I in range of 5, we had that for I in range of 5, and so we can say print. So first of all, we show that which value of execution. So we say I, and then we put the words that we want to print next, which is welcome to the course here. And so if we execute this, you can see that the first execution is actually 0. Welcome to the course 1, 2, 3, and 4. So as you can see that the range function basically gives you a range between 0 and one value less than the number that you put as your range. So if you want to modify maybe where the start is, you can include a start parameter in the range function like this for I in range so if you wanted the loop to start from 1, we can say for I in range of 1, 2. If you wanted to include 5 as part of it, we have to end at 6. So for I, so this will give us values between 1 and 5, and then we can say now we can just repeat the same statement here. I'm just going to copy it for ease of work. So you can just repeat the statement here, I, and then welcome to the course so that we can be able to see what the results is. So you can see here we are printing the first welcome to the course, second, third, fourth, and fifth. And that's how we can modify where our loop starts and where our loop ends. Another thing is you can create steps. Maybe I just wanted to skip one number and then print the next one. So you can create a step in that particular range. So you can put for I, you have to you introduce another variable in the another parameter in the range function. So 1 is the start, 5 is supposed to be the end, and then the step of skipping can be maybe 2. So it takes 1 and then adds 2, then the next value should be printed is 3. So I want to modify this to be 10 so that we can see several values, and then I can just print that particular value and say print okay I. So you can say 1 and then just escape. So 1 plus 2 gives you 3. The next value is 3 that is printing. 3 plus 2 you get 5. That's the next value that is printed. So this gives you the step in which you are skipping. So that is how you can modify the range function. So with combination with the range function and a loop variable, we can do several things. Let's say, for example, we wanted to create patterns using our for loop for I in range of maybe 5, and we wanted to print maybe an asterisk just to print a pattern. Print just to create a pattern here. I'll put a star here, and then I want to print this maybe 6 times. I'll just put maybe 6 times there, and just see what. So you can see each and every of this is printed 6 times. The star is printed 6 times, 6 times, 6 times. So if I wanted to modify this, maybe I'll start by printing one star and then the next two stars. So I can use the loop variable to make a change here. So I can put something like this. So I'll just copy this code and then modify it down here. So I can put instead of star 6, I can put that we start at star I, maybe +1 every time, and then uh, the number of times that the star is printed is +1. So I +1. So when the loop variable is 0, then +1 is 1. So we'll have to see just one star, and then it continues to change as we go by. So let's see how that goes. So you can see you can create a very nice pattern with that. So that's it for the loop variable and the range function.